Hello everyone, Carson here back on New York Times Sudoku. Today is December 18th, 2023. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, so what have we got? Guess on the left here we got these 8s. That makes 8 go in column 2 for this box. Same for the 2s as well. That puts 2 in column 2 for this box. And we can follow up on that with this 2, putting 2 in one of these 2 cells. Threes, and also this 3, putting a 3 in one of these 2 cells. 4s, and also this 4, putting 4 in one of these 2 cells. 8s can go in one of these 3. I guess I can look at column 1, since there are only 4 cells left. The digits that go in these 4 cells are 1, 2, 6, and 7. Okay, so this cell sees 1, 2, and 6. So it must be 7. Because this cell, the only digit that this cell does not see is 7. So it has to be a 7. Leaving us with a 1, 2, 6 triple down here in the middle. Now, for this box, 4 cells left for 1, 6, 7, and 9. 1s, 6s, okay, so 6 in this box has to go in column 2. 7s here, and 9s, like this. I guess I can fill this box as well. 1 and 5 left. I was just looking at the cell because this always forms. If this. Let me see. The cell sees 1, 2 from this triple. 3, 4. Does not see 5. 6, 7. Does not see 8. And sees 9. So this is either 5 or 8. This forms a 5-8 pair in this column. Because both of these two cells in this column can only contain 5 and 8. So only these 2 cells can contain those 2 digits, forms a pair, 5-8 pair. So none other digits can contain 5 or 8. I mean, yeah, none of the cells in the same column can contain 5 or 8. So this is a 1-2 pair. This 1-2 pair eliminates the 1 from this cell, places the 5 and 8 to 5. Yep, alright, so that's good. These 8s point right. Actually, I think in this box, there are 3 cells remaining, and I think it's really good to mark down the digits that go in the cells, although I can't really get them placed, but knowing what they are is also quite helpful, I would say. Alright. So you can see this kind of pattern, where all the 8s avoid column 8. Well, that is how you get the 8 placed in column 8, because both of these 2 cells up here see 8. The cell down here sees another 8. So, in this column, in column 8, this cell is the only available cell for 8, so it must be placed here. And then these 8s, and also this 8, forces the 8 to go in the cell for this box. We also got some other 8s here. So again, we've got 8s in this pattern. So they all avoid row 5. Which another way to see this is that in row 5, 3 of the 4 cells see another 8. So this cell, which does not see an 8, is the only available cell for 8 in this row, because it can't go anywhere else, but it still has to go in the row, so it's placed here. And then, after this placement of 8, we can know that this cell must be a 3. These 3s, put 3 in one of these 2 cells. The one from 1-2 pair points down, eliminates the one from these 2 cells. This cell can not be 1 as well. So 1 in this box is actually forced to be in this cell. These ones point up. 9s as well, but they go in one of these 2 cells. Sorry. In column 8, 3 cells left, and the digits that go in the cells are 3, 5, and 6. The cell sees 3, so 3 has to go up here for this column, so because 3 must go in one of these 2 cells, that claims the whole box. None of these can be 3. Or you could have just said, in this box, 3 has to go in column 7, so these point up to put a 3 in one of these 2 cells. These 2 cells are 4, 7, and 9. Actually, 4, 7, and 9 for this triple. In this box, 6 points right, the 6 points up. So 6 has to go in one of these 2 cells for this box. The 7s as well, because of these 7s that joins the 6 to form a 6-7 pair. Because all these 4 cells see another 6 and 7, so it can't be 6 and 7. Only these 2 cells can contain 6 or 7, so that forms a 6-7 pair. Actually, not quite, because the cell also sees another 7 here, so they are placed. Put a 7 in one of these 2 cells. This can't be a 6. 1, 2, 3. Triple for row 5. I wanna see row 9. In row 9, there are 4 cells left, and the digits that go in the cells are 2, 3, 6, and 9. The cell on the right sees 2, 3, and 9. So this cell, the only digit it does not see is 6. Because it sees, so basically it sees every other digit other than 6. If you really want to count it, you can pause the video. So 1, 2, 3, and then up to 9. So the only digit this cell doesn't see is 6, so it's placed here. This can actually, that directly places a 5 in this cell because 6 is eliminated, and then gets those placed. Sorry if you can feel that I'm kind of struggling to talk right now. Do have a cough. Yeah, I'm coughing these few days, so my throat is not feeling well. And I do avoid coughing. I try not to cough in my videos, so just understand that I do have this kind of situation. So this is why I'm talking weirdly. Alright. So please understand. Alright, after I place the 6, 6 in this cell eliminates it. That places this 9. 7 and 6 places this 9. Left with a 4-7 pair. These two cells are for 2 and 3. This triple, 2, 3, 7 triple. This cell sees both 3 and 7, so it must be 2. 3 and 2. 7. The 3 cells left in column 9 are for 4, 5, and 8. The cell sees both 5 and 8, so it must be 4. Puts a 4 in one of these two cells. This is not a 6. 5 or 8 for these two cells. This cell sees 5. So it's placed like that. That's with a 6-8 pair. So up here is a triple of 1, 5, and 9. Both of the cells down here see a 5, so this must be a 5. Up here, and then 9 and 1. This is a 9. This 1 resolves the pair. This is a 3. The cell sees 2, so 4 and 2 like this. Alright, so now I just gotta fill in some triples and whatnot. So these 3 are for 1, 3, and 5. These 3 cells are for 4, 6, and 9. The cell sees both 6 and 9, so it must be 4. And then this cell sees 6, so it must go here, 9. The last 9 for the puzzle is here, and then followed by the 7, because this 9 eliminated one of the 2 possibilities for 7. So this is where the 7 has to go. 7 and 4. So this is the advantage of doing markings. Alright, this column needs 1, 2, 3. The cell sees both 1, 3. And I don't think I would need to have to explain this anymore because it's just really basic Sudoku rules. Alright, finish today's New York Times Top Sudoku puzzle in around 12.5 minutes. Alright, so I think this was an alright puzzle. I think the most tricky part that you might struggle a lot is the cell where my cursor is pointing at. The cell, it can only be 5 and 8, so with the cell up here, that forms a 5-8 pair. That might be difficult to spot. So I think this was very essential to progress, because how else, if you don't spot this fact, how else will you progress on the left-hand side? Especially that this box is completely empty. Well, let's just see how long it takes to see this 5-8 pair that resolves this box. And also down here the 6-9 pair. Not really the 6-9 pair, but actually more like the 6 resolves. I mean, just the single 6. And maybe some other spots. I don't know. Alright. So I see that there are a lot of spots where you can kind of struggle a bit on, because this box is completely empty, and both of these two boxes only contain 1 digit to start with, so that might be a bit tricky. But just hopefully find all the pairs and triples, get all the basic things done, and then try to spot the other stuff that you need to see. Alright, anyway. This was New York Times Hard Sudoku for December 18th, 2023. That is it for today. See you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hot Sudoku Solve. Bye!